Hey everyone, today we're diving into Google Forms, a fantastic free tool that lets you create surveys, quizzes, feedback forms, and so much more. When you first open Google Forms by visiting forms.google.com or accessing it through your Google Drive, you'll see a clean home screen that shows your existing forms if you have any, along with options to start a brand new form or pick from a variety of templates. These templates cover common use cases. They can save you a lot of time if you want to start with a ready-made structure. If you decide to create a new blank form, you'll be taken to the main form editor, which is designed to be simple and user-friendly. Right at the top of your form, there's a space to enter your form's title. This is the name your respondents will see, so it's important to choose something clear and descriptive. Just below the title, you can add a form description to provide context, instructions, or any extra details your respondents might need before they begin answering questions. The form editor's main area is where you'll add all your questions. Google Forms starts you off with a default question, but you can easily add more by clicking the ++ icon on the right-hand toolbar. One of the great things about Google Forms is the wide variety of question types it offers. You aren't limited to just multiple choice. You can ask short answer questions where people type a quick response, or paragraph questions for longer, more detailed answers. There are multiple choice questions where respondents select a single option from a list, and checkboxes which let people choose multiple options. You can also create drop-down menus to keep your form neat, linear scales to let people rate something on a scale, like 1 to 5, grids for more complex question formats, and even date and time pickers when you need scheduling information. If you want to collect files, Google Forms allows file uploads, so respondents can attach documents, photos, or other files right through the form. After selecting the question type, you enter the question text itself and fill in the possible answer choices if applicable. You can add as many options as you want and even include an other choice that lets respondents type in a custom answer if none of the preset options fit. To make sure you get the responses you need, you can mark any question as required by toggling the required button. This means people can't submit the form without answering that question. You also have the option to add descriptions or hints below each question to help clarify what you're asking, which is especially useful if your questions are complex or might be misunderstood. To organize your form, you can add sections or pages by clicking the icon that looks like two rectangles stacked on the right. This lets you split your form into multiple parts, which can be great for long surveys or quizzes, and you can even control navigation so that based on a person's answer, they jump to a specific section of the form. This makes your form dynamic and more engaging for respondents. If you're creating a quiz or test, Google Forms has a quiz mode that you can turn on by clicking the settings gear icon, navigating to the Quizzes tab, and enabling Make This a Quiz. This lets you assign point values to answers and have Google Forms automatically grade responses, which is a huge time saver for educators and trainers. You can also customize what feedback respondents receive, whether they see their score immediately or after manual review. As you build your form, it's always a good idea to preview it by clicking the eye icon at the top right. This opens a new tab where you can see exactly how your form will look to respondents, allowing you to test and make sure everything flows well and looks professional before you send it out. You can customize the appearance of your form by clicking the paint palette icon. Google Forms offers several themes, background colors, and font styles to make your form look unique or to align with your branding. Adding a header image or a color scheme can make your form more visually appealing and engaging. Once your form is ready, it's time to share it with the people you want to collect responses from. Click the Send button at the top right, and you'll see several options. You can email the form directly to specific people, generate a shareable link to copy and send via chat or social media, or embed the form into a web page with a bit of HTML code. There's even an option to share your form through Google Classroom, which is perfect for teachers. You can also generate a QR code so respondents can quickly scan it on their mobile devices and open the form without typing a link. As people start filling out your form, their responses are collected automatically and can be viewed by clicking the Responses tab within the form editor. Here, you get a summary of the data with charts, graphs, and basic statistics that give you a quick snapshot of how people answered. For example, you can see which option was most popular for a multiple choice question or the average rating for a scale question. For more detailed data analysis, Google Forms lets you export your responses directly into a Google Sheets spreadsheet by clicking the green Sheets icon in the Responses tab. This spreadsheet updates in real time as new responses come in and lets you sort, filter, and manipulate your data however you need, whether you want to calculate averages, create pivot tables, or generate more complex charts. You can also control whether your form is accepting new responses or if it's closed by toggling the Accepting Responses switch. This is useful when your survey period ends, or if you want to pause data collection without deleting the form. Google Forms also lets you add response validation to questions to ensure you get accurate data. For example, if you ask for an email address, you can require the response to match the format of an email. Or if you're collecting phone numbers, you can specify number length or format. This helps prevent typos and bad data from polluting your results. If you're collaborating on building a form with colleagues or team members, you can share editing access to the form itself. Just click the three-dot menu and select Add Collaborators to invite others to help you build or edit the form in real time. Everyone can see each other's changes instantly, making teamwork seamless. Google Forms automatically saves every change you make, so there's no need to manually save your progress. You can access the version history anytime to see what changes were made and when, or to restore an earlier version of your form if needed. Google Forms works perfectly on mobile devices too, with a responsive design that makes filling out forms easy on smartphones and tablets. Respondents can answer your form on the go, without any issues. For advanced users, Google Forms supports add-ons, tools that add extra functionality like advanced analytics, timers for quizzes, or integration with other apps. These can be accessed from the add-ons menu and provide even more power if your form needs it. Before sending your form out to a large audience, it's a good idea to test it yourself and maybe have a few people you trust fill it out to catch any confusing questions or technical issues. This feedback is invaluable to make sure your form is clear and easy to complete. When you're ready to share the data or archive it, Google Forms and the linked sheets allow you to download responses in common formats like CSV or Excel, making it easy to import your data into other programs. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with anyone who might benefit, and subscribe for more tutorials on Google tools and productivity tips. If you want me to dive deeper into any specific feature or walk you through creating a sample form, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy form building.